In the most recent years, the Catholic Church has come forward and hired more exorcists. There's been a recent report as early as 2 years ago saying that the Vatican is holding exorcist training camp after a rise in possessions. The people who have been coerced into having an exorcism describe the feeling as if they were being raped. In today's world, we don't hear about exorcisms as much as during biblical times. So are they considered a sacred ritual? Do people know the signs of demonic possession? Do people still fear demons like they used to? Has there been a demonic uprising that we don't know about? Would we even recognize demons? But the most important question is, what do we actually know?
I am William Fisher. I am 20 years old and I am a Presbyterian.
So, have you ever had any experience with the Catholic Church before?
I've had some. One of my parents grew up Catholic, and my grandparents were for a long time associated with the Catholic Church, but besides that, I have had little experience elsewise.
What do you know about, like, exorcisms?
Well, for the longest time, I thought they were just a old guy goes in there, says there was a demon in somebody, and they just did some hocus pocus stuff, and then somebody was just randomly cured. My opinion has been changing in recent years. I've come across some bizarre stories by some friends that I trust of people on like mission trips who have seen some pretty crazy stuff with that they say is like people who practice like devil worship, and how they like the demon, like just whole demon stuff like in like a certain location, how like they basically voodoo witchcraft kind of stuff, and how through some missionary stuff that kind of stuff was healed, but the details are a little vague.
What's your opinion on like some of those rumors?
I feel like there could be some truth that there is demons on Earth, and that like exorcisms, I guess, could be true, but I'm unsure because I haven't seen anything with like a first-hand account.
In the past couple years, like the past 5 years, the Catholic Church has been hiring more and more exorcists. What do you think the reason for that is?
Well, kind of like I said with the whole Ouija board things, I think a lot of some of the things like pop culture, like the different horror movies, kind of like make that stuff sound like more inviting than it really should be, and that people have lost a lot of respect for those kind of things, and like just want to like play around with them, say, oh, it moved or something, like, and so they're like inviting trouble to come a lot more than they should be, and they don't treat it with the respect. So, but I'm not like I guess that's the only thing I can say. Really, it's a little bit of a uncomfortable topic in a lot of Christian circles.
Does the idea of demons make you uncomfortable, or is it just more or less knowing that something like that could exist?
Just talking about demons, I feel like it's slightly uncomfortable, like, because I know they exist, though I don't know to what extent their presence is on Earth. Whether it's something that there was a lot more of it back in the days, or if they're still around in the same number, and how I don't know exactly how things like that are dealt with, and it's just, I think, a lot of fear of the unknown.
Hi, my name is Alex Mitchell. I am 21 years old. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I'm a makeup artist and an amateur demonologist.
Cool. So how long have you been studying demons?
When I was about 11.
Have you heard about the Catholic Church recently hiring more exorcists in the past 5 years?
I actually have heard about that. They have been hiring a lot more exorcists, which is like, it's really interesting. I don't have like a complete formulated opinion on it. Is there more demonic possessions? Maybe yes, maybe no.
Do you know what some of the signs are of demonic possession in the contemporary world?
So typically when demonic possession starts, it starts with demonic oppression first. So usually you start to feel like different, I guess, and then obviously the signs of paranormal activity, like sometimes it's poltergeist activity, sometimes it's seeing shadows, hearing voices, having dreams, like those like really, really bad nightmares. You start to get more physical stuff. People have been known to wake up and see something like above them trying to harm them. 3 scratches is usually a distinct sign of demonic oppression, because anything in 3s is genuinely or typically a mark of a mockery of the Trinity, of the Holy Trinity, in Christianity. So that's usually why demons use 3s, sort of degrade into demonic possession, which is more of like the physical signs of being sick and not acting like yourself, and then speaking in tongues. English backwards is a really big thing that's commonly thought to be of demonic nature.
Harvard's cultural source hypothesis leads me to believe that because we've been raised in an era where demonization has become so popularized that a lot of people imitate the feelings and replicate the signs of being possessed in a demon. As Alex had mentioned previously, some of the same ways that people are being possessed are similar to things that are being shown on TV and in popular media. So it leads me to believe that because people see it as cool or as interesting nowadays, they want to be possessed or act possessed. I don't believe that there's been a massive uprising in demonic activity to lead to the need for as many exorcists as the Vatican has hired. I've reached out to the Vatican, but they haven't replied to me. According to all news sources now, exorcisms are basically used to hurt people. So now I'm just trying to figure out, is it just a ritual, or is there something more?